Karen Reed was framed. Her car never struck John O'Keefe. She did not cause his death.
The Karen Reed murder case has become a media sensation. It's grabbed national headlines. True crime enthusiasts have tuned in through hours of hearings and days of her trial earlier this year. Her trial, which was unusually long, lasted through 29 days of testimony and 74 witnesses testifying before it ended in a mistrial. Karen Reed's charged with the murder of her boyfriend, Boston police officer John O'Keefe. After the lengthy trial, the judge declared a mistrial when the jury said they were hopelessly deadlocked. The average murder trial in Massachusetts takes 10 or 11 days, but the Karen Reed case took nearly 3 times that. The Reed case is so complicated because it deals with dueling narratives about the death of a police officer.
Karen Reed was framed for a murder she did not commit.
Reed and her attorneys say she's being framed, and they have presented an elaborate alternative theory as to how O'Keefe ended up dead. Because of that, the trial was very long and complex. Karen Reed has said that her legal bills are more than $5 million and still counting. But there's also a major public expense to any trial. What's often not talked about is the amount of public work that goes into such a proceeding. There's no way of knowing exactly how much a trial costs, but we at the Globe decided to try to piece together how much the second go-round might tally. We did so through public records requests and tried to piece it together as best we could. The calculation is by no means scientific, but we landed on a tally of more than $750,000. For reference, that's higher than what the town of Canton budgets for removal of snow and ice or for its IT budget. To land at this number, we submitted public records requests and got back data about the cost for security outside the courthouse from police, inside the courthouse, the salary of the judge, the salary of the prosecutors, stipends for the jury, and how much it costs for lunch for them. This calculation is based on what we saw from Reed's trial in the spring. We divide the costs into several categories. Security outside the courthouse, which is highly unusual for any trial, ran more than $340,000. The jury, which includes transporting them, feeding them, and stipends, was more than $100,000. You can't put a price tag on justice, but it is worth thinking about the amount of public resources that go into putting on something like this that's immensely complicated and that has received so much public attention.